set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born. It's dark and it's hot, so leave me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason to look out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Chicago Bears. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. His first carry of the game. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. They go play action here on first down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Bashad Breeland, the one that got him down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the 1st down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Come on, let's go! 38!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 2nd down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! All right, now, lucky 56! Lucky 56! Over!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here we go now. Blue 90! Blue 90! Over!
They'll set up to throw. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. A really nice catch, but bottom line, that should have gone for more yardage.
Give him a pass in the flat that allows him to get upfield. There's plenty of distance between him and all the defenders. Actually cost himself some yardage there. Yeah, they got the completion, but it could have been so much more.
So out now come the Redskins. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Fighting to stay upright. That and now he bowls him over. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Geis with the carry on second down. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you. Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. He'll rifle this one deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go!
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Come on, let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his target. It's Crowder. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball.
It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And an alley to run. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Bears have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Flushed out right. That is incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Aaron Lynch able to get in there and drop him behind the line. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he powers his way up past the 30. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw here. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The 13 yards that time at a first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
They run. This is Cohen. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And here come the Redskins now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back. Punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach Can you hang in there and not try and force something that can put your team in some jeopardy?
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the 1st.
And what a weapon to have when you can use your quarterback as a short yardage runner and pick up 1st downs.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Forced out to his left. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Two minutes to play here in the 1st half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. A couple of 1st downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10. On 1st down, this is Geis. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a 1st down.
And this is one of those plays that if you can use it to keep the chains moving, it's a good play. And not only that, it tends to tamp down the pass rushers because they have to recognize this play and stay at home. The quarterback uses it well. Read option, keeps it, and picks up a 1st down with some nice running.
They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Aaron Lynch in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Geis, they'll try to run it. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now back to throw. Oh, he's feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So here's the kicker, Caleb Sturgis, on to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
13 seconds, the time remaining in the half as they come up on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hot! Hot!
This is Cohen. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
He'll look to throw. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 5 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's third down. To throw. Shaheen, the tight end, on the right side. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Watch it now, Barney.
He'll drop to throw. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flushed out right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Watch it now, Barney.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Over!
Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there, and he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 20. 24-yard line. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one caught by Crowder. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added onto their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points. And we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
They go play action here on 1st down. He can't avoid the pressure. Redskins get there. Ryan Kerrigan. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll set up to throw. And an alley to run. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a 1st down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the 1st down.
The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now, is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Aaron Lynch getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. Back-to-back sacks have this place in a frenzy as they line up again, 3rd and long now. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. Can't hang on to it. Almost intercepted. They would have loved the first pick of the game there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Very good return that time. 18 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Cohen. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
They'll look to throw here. Steps away to his left. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Call it a gain of 3. And it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. So that'll back them up 5. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll drop to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Schwartz. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. And a gain there of 11 yards.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the 1st quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. The Redskins on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. They'll roll him out right. He may try and run, and he will score. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to escape the shadow of their goalpost. That helped. 10 yards, 1st down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
We got three, fellas. Watch him now, Barney.
They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 40 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the toss, Cohen. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And that is no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. Incomplete. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this. Overtime in week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Shakes off the sand. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll check it down to Geis. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. 2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this.
The Bears have put an extra defender in the secondary on 3rd down.
Yep, they're in the nickel. Back to throw. That escapes the sand. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And that is no good. Oh, he missed it just wide of the upright, and that changes everything here in OT. Well, when you get that ball in OT, that's not the chance you envision, and the long field goal attempt here winds up lacking.
And you don't want to hang too much of this on your kicker, but he's going to leave you in a tough spot as well because you give your opponents excellent field position to start their first drive.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face. Good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
And this is going to be incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Redskins will take control of the football in great field position. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let a team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Got to be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive and just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators would rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here is incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So this game will come down to the right leg of Caleb Sturgis. This to win it in overtime. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime. So it's his second missed field goal here. That wouldn't have ended the game, but it would have given him a leg up in OT.
And that's got to invigorate this defense. They did their part. Now it's time for their offense to put together a drive and seal the deal.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So that will be it. And how about that to start a season, Charles? Both teams 0-0-1.
Say that again?
Yeah, 0-0-1.
That is not what you expect to see when you look at the box scores, right? When you look at the standings after a game like that. And do you really think they worked the whole summer, the whole offseason to come in week 1 and leave with a tie?
No, I don't. But, hey, I guess better than being 0-1-0.
Good point.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.
Come here, sounds like I see it in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This